I think sometimes kids don't see the relevance of why they're in school because, we talk about self-directed learners and kids are self-directed. It's just not in the way or in the subject that we might want them to be. So for me, it's how to make it a meaningful experience for them in the classroom, giving them a purpose and letting them see the relevance of what they're learning to themselves in terms of making sense of the world, in terms of relating to others. I think all that we need to show the kids in order for them to then take ownership of whatever they learn. And of course, put in a little fun as well.
The last step is the most important step is the feeling of the solution to okay? When I enter the class, I just want to bring excitement and joy to learning. And I want to inspire my students to also love chemistry, to be curious, to wonder, to be critical thinkers. And I hope that my passion and my enthusiasm will rub off onto them. But I feel that I'm not just a chemistry teacher. God has called me to this school to be His light and salt. God is working powerfully in this school. God has a plan. So I've learned to never write off any student, always believe in them, and simply just give them the necessary support that they need to be the best that they can be.
It is not an easy task because you face human being, and human beings are all different. The children have a lot of stress. You have to be strong, then you can guide them. I like the conversation with students whenever they have any problems or they feel down. As a teacher, I can guide them in the correct path. See how to help them to improve. I think young people also teach me a lot. That's why learning never ends.
The legacy of a teacher are her students. And even if, the landscape changes in education, at the heart of it, they are still young people with a dream of their own futures, and that dream always remains the same. They want to be the best version of themselves eventually. They want to have a life that is fulfilling, a life that will bring them joy. And that is intrinsically what a teacher wishes for the student, that your life will be one that is of purpose and that will bring you joy. And if that is sincere in your wish, in your job every day, it will translate into your teaching, how you talk to the students, how you carry out your CCA, how you make decisions for the students.
As a teacher to our students, I believe very much, and I also experience a lot, that what is very enriching is to see my student not just learning the subject content, that they be a master of it. I think more importantly is that they learn how to make good decisions in life.
One way we can impact society in the long run is to actually educate the youth. While I might think I impact them in the here and the now, sometimes what I say and do can impact them much further down the line when they're older. That something small that we do in primary school might lead to bigger things when they're adults.
I believe that every student can grow and change. I would like to share with beginning teachers, Jeremiah 29 verse 11, that they are here for a purpose and God has a plan for both teachers and students. And their interactions with the students are not by chance, and they can seize every opportunity to make a difference.
And even when students leave the school, their hopes are still our hopes. The journey never ends.
It's a tough job, but if you see meaning and value in it, and that a child's journey is more than just 6 years at the end of PSLE, and if you want to make an impact, then I guess this would be the career for you. And it's a plus if you be in a Methodist school and you can find your home. It's like a second home, quite honestly, in part to the colleagues that you find there and the connections you make.
I'm always so blessed with a team of teachers, the teachers that stay with me and journey with me, that we can work together to impact other students in our teaching. It is the kind of relationship that I have with the colleague that drive me move on, because I know, I'm not alone.
We are a family and we have this connection. And it's odd because we don't see each other day to day. And what is that connection? It is that we all teach in Methodist institutions.
Serving in a Methodist school, one of the privilege I have is that I always have the Word of God encouraging me. And to hear the principals and the teachers sharing the Word of God and encouraging our students to move on, to keep focused, and God is there for them, that pushed me on. And to know that, okay, my serving in this school here is not in vain, because I'm also serving the Lord in this mission school.
If one day I leave the school, I can quite miss the morning devotion in chapel because that will never be in my life ever.
It is not just a school that we can provide education for our students, but it is also God's school, God's way of sending His message across to not just the student, but also the teacher, that God still around and God still cares for us.
Ever since I was young, I just wanted to be a teacher.
To me, teaching has always been a calling.
To be a teacher, you need a lot of patience.
Teaching is not easy. It is training. It requires passion. After some years, many of us will be challenged again. If you have a choice, do you still want to be a teacher? I hope the answer will still be yes, because they remember when they first become teachers, the intent and the purpose they hope to influence young people will still remain there. Remember your first love.
And I wrote this when I was 26. My students give me satisfaction and a sense of fulfillment. A man's worth is not measured by how intelligent, talented or skillful he is, by how he has lived his life. I have so far lived mine, helping others build their future. I'm living a life that is definitely worthwhile and one that will bring me immense satisfaction. So I think I have come full circle. And I think that once you have chosen this vocation, like all others, there is pain, there's blood, there's sweat, there's tears. But then the joy at the end is far greater. And when you do this vocation in a Methodist institution, the joy will be multiplied.